Hey Aquarius, how are you doing with that soul contract of yours? My goodness. I don't know if you caught on to my 5-month review of your situation. It's all written up in the last video. I've got it close by to read out from if I need to, because there was a lot, but by and large, soul contract, free will. I know you have a lot of it. You have a lot of both. And like I said in the description, they knew what they were risking with Aquarians. And that's a credit to you, right? You are the Uranus, the nonconformist. Absolutely. And so the question is, after the Towers, after the Hanged Man, after everything, after this Queen of Swords that's in your home, it's either you or somebody you live with. But just, and all the people in your life, like so many people in your life, and then figuring out how to establish yourself, how to be yourself amongst all of them and not lose them or lose yourself, you know, all that. And then this whole idea of answering to the soul contract, which would rest heavily on how far you've come with your own work and exactly how thrilled you are with your own progress and what you can do with it. Yes? Because once you're in that energy of being completely, well, you can be totally smitten with your own work and then not want to have to, shall we say, compromise any aspect of it in order to communicate it effectively to everybody else. Does that sound right? Anyway, let's get into the cards. I needed new energy. I have a split Aquarius moon. I have strong Aquarian energy, and I can't exactly figure out where, except that I've got Uranus in my career house and Aquarius in my money house, which gives me all kinds of interesting financial decisions and choices. And of course Saturn co-rules. Yeah, it's anyway, I have the black and gold, but I went and got the Centennial edition of the Smith-Waite deck. And I found out from reading the notes in that Pamela worked with one of my guides, William Butler Yeats, which I guess I'm starting to think that Pamela's another guide. She is to all of us, isn't she? Irish poet who was very helpful to me in a personal situation regarding a home for my ex in County Mayo. There's a whole story to go with that. I can't tell it all. You don't want me to tell it all right now. But I work with a lot of authors anyway. I've got a candle that just went out, so let's switch it out for another candle so that we have light, and I will worry about that later. Okay. And yes, so Pamela and Yeats worked together on theater set design. And so I went to get this deck, and I wasn't sure if I should. And then when I got there, I got the affirmation from the employee selling it to me that it was the right thing to do, because she needed help with figuring out who her ancestors are and doing the work on her birth chart. And so I went to Shakti. She works at Shakti, and that's where I get my rose quartz from as well. I'll put the link in the description. They're based in Winnipeg, but they'll ship anywhere, of course. I know that there's endless choices for all that, but they are a beautiful shop. And it gives me a local place to be. So there were affirmations all around this. What I'm saying is I feel Pamela Coleman-Smith has been very close to these readings, these first readings with her deck. And it's really quite moving to me. I had a good cry about finding out that she was working with Yeats. The other deck that I pulled out, the Oracle, is an Alana Fairchild, the Wild Kuan Yin, the Pocket Edition, because I like to have pictures with the words on the other side. I like my pictures just to be pictures. I also have this as an app on my phone. You can, do an oracle, you can do a card pull, it automates, yes? the process. Beautiful little app experience. The painter, I don't have his name from the information in that box. He's Chinese. I will go get his information again. And these are scenes from Tibet that he painted. Like, just tremendous work. Don't have words for it. I'm a picture maker myself. So we'll see how many cards, Aquarius, we get from this for you. And then we'll shuffle the Centennial and see what comes through. We'll read these cards at the end. I'll pull them out now and I'll put them up close to the camera lens and focus on them so you can get a good look at them. What does Aquarius need? It is very strong. This is all Mother Earth energy, yes? In Kuan Yin personification. One. Any others? Of course, the sun hitting the white buffalo as pink for Aquarius. Okay, 2 of them, one vertical, one sideways. And let's just get this. Now the light won't be perfect for me. It's going to put shine on it. But there we go. Let's see how close I can get with her. Just the detail work. Look at his fur. Just luminous. And the beautiful, the detail, just love it. Just pure love and joy. But extremely profound. That one is for you, and this one for you. And the messages have been hitting right on point. Not too fluffy or anything. Look at that. See how close I can get. Good energy because we're in Taurus season. The sun just hit Aries a few days ago. We're almost a full sign behind. If you get Stellarium or Sky Safari for your phone, Stellarium is available on your desktop as well. You can go see where the sun actually is. But good Taurus, Ram, Bull, Aries energy with these cards, which I felt I wanted. Let's just get a test cards. Oh, good. Yeah. Let's just get your own energy on the table there just to get the focus back. Okay, we won't keep that card, of course. Now we'll shuffle the deck. We'll put these up against, they included 4, if you don't have this deck or haven't looked into it, they've included 4 of Pamela's other non-tarot illustrative works. And so I've got those up against the back, and I know you can only see the bottom third of them, but flashing again. However, there is a positive meaning to that card. The Mastermind card, which is exactly what you've been dealing with. Suffering from feeling unprotected. Even though you were, of course. That's the problem when we're nonconformists. We're very good at putting ourselves in necessarily uncomfortable situations. That's what we're here for. Especially in then having to process feelings first through our minds, which requires a great deal of mind development. But you and Pisces have both been fairly done in by how many other people can complicate your life for you and get in the way of your progress. And it's a necessary, it just is what it is, right? It's part of the huge weight of being Aquarius and Pisces. Okay. So, let's see where we're at. 9 of Pentacles. So Capricorn, I put that as Capricorn energy, 10th house energy, not Virgo energy, Capricorn. Because an entrepreneur needs 10th house energy, not 6th house. Proving yourself to everyone else in your career, which is what we want. Very nice. In all your uniqueness with the Falconer, right? Aha, here we go. Now, okay. Mastermind Houdini card, as far as I'm concerned, right? She knows, this is always taken negatively, but as far as I'm concerned, she knows exactly how to get out of that. Okay. Now, I wouldn't say she's done it to herself. I would say every chance that there's a combined effort there, or conflicting efforts, all kinds of reasons to end up with 8 swords around you. But she's going to go within. She's going to prove herself to herself. That's what I think 8s are, when you prove yourself to yourself. Because everything's a process from ace to 10, yes? And so in order to prove ourselves to everybody else, I mean, sometimes we can see it that we have to prove ourselves to others before we can prove ourselves to ourselves. But I really think it's the other way around for this. Okay. Okay, camera cut out. So we have your own energy, 11th house, legacy energy, how to get this across to other people, how to connect everything that you need to connect with other people successfully so that your genius work takes hold. You know, it gets seeded properly in the world and takes root. So that your humanitarian, your bigger picture, your everything that you put yourself through. Now, whether or not you signed yourself on for this before you came into the world, whether or not you've decided that yet or know it, and who you're working with and what team you're on and all that stuff. Yes. That bigger picture, this is going for it. So we have, yes, 11th house and 10th house energy here. Strong, strong, strong. Okay, I've got 8 of Wands in reverse. But let's just see if we can get things to fly. Fly and fall and what have you. Okay, here's the hang up. Leo energy, 5th house energy, the creative, the leadership. I'm thinking more towards the leadership, but possibly the creative. But getting that 6 is a gift. And in the Wands case, it is the affirmation, the praise for acknowledgement for others that you have this unique drop, like the Wands energy is the self energy, is it's the self energy. There's a lot of health tied to it. There's a lot of physical expression tied to it. But the leadership of it, especially the ability, the ability to convert others, the ability to get their attention, and shall we say, get them to be buyers, okay? Not necessarily financially, but in terms of taking in what you are saying, receiving it, you know, liking it, using it. So this is where we're feeling held back. It's taking us back to that 5 of Wands, conflicting Yeah, well, of course, there's always been conflicting desires. This is the problem. This is always the main problem for Aquarius and Pisces especially, is that you have to go off and be that. And any time any of us are in that energy, right? Any of the time any of us are in the 11th and 12th house energy, where you have to invest in how unique you are and how different you are in order to complete the mission, in order to succeed. It's always going to be the thing that falls to the floor. Okay, it's been trapped sideways. I'll take it sideways because it's the 5. The 5 of being out in the cold, just what I'm saying. I'm going to put that as Virgo energy. Okay? Fixed energy. Fixed earth energy of the necessary change, that inner work. The inner work. Because if you're so used to being different enough that you're constantly on the outside, then how do you get to the inside? What are the tactics? What is the language to use? What is the language to use? What is the energy to use? What's going to win them over? Right, because we're stuck in this Capricorn. Now we're stuck, right? I've got these pentacles all in a row. How do we get this king, this completion energy, right? You've got everything you need. And now how do we translate it into not only successful communication of it and getting people to accept it, but how do you also profit and get the stability? And I'm not saying like, you're wanting to be rich, rich, rich. You're just wanting to be completely independent. Okay. Let's take a moment to understand this. Okay. So Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight in the deck, apparently isn't moving at all. Possibly. Now this is all not, this is all temporary energy. We don't have anything charted here. So these could all be feelings. These could all just be feelings, thoughts, and not actual reality, insofar as nothing that's can't be solved. Knight of Pentacles, so I'd put that as, yeah, that's going to be our Virgo energy. That's going to be our Virgo energy. Thinking. How do we do this? How do we do this? 4 of Swords. That stability of, yeah, the mental stability is gone. We're back to 3 of Swords. Figuring out how to manifest, right? The right thing to do. Being stuck on, Gemini energy. So 3rd house energy. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. Now, have you studied enough? Have you spent enough time? Does your mind have enough in it about, yeah, it should do, about methods of successful branding? And you got to be you. But do you understand? If you want help with this, I can easily help with this. I put years into, I sank about $7,000 Canadian into marketing courses, apprenticeships, stuff like that, right? Okay. Marie Forleo's B School in particular, and then a wonderful, well, I've got things I could say about that, but because you go in and it turns out that half of what you spent to get in there is an affiliate fee. So it is part of an affiliate. I mean, when you can see it clearly after a while. But I was with it for about 3 years. And a wonderful pyramid scheme that doesn't exist anymore called AWOL Academy. Kiala's still going, and he can sue me if he wants. Like they say that they'll sue us if we badmouth them. But I really like Kiala, but Yeah. But I did learn all about optimization and things that I'm never going to use the way that they want me to use them, because nobody wants automated emails anymore, right? Never did. But Gary Vaynerchuk, Seth Godin, who else? Like, I've got pages and pages. So if there's anything you need help with there, but go check out Gary Vaynerchuk if you haven't. Basically, you just start. This is where spiritual guidance really comes in, because this is where spiritual guidance. I'm speaking ahead of the cards are already there ahead of me. Pisces energy, but also spiritually guided. Okay, this is leading us back to you, because this is the first card of Pisces, 12th house. Okay, so we're looking at the Ten of Swords that flashed out. Didn't flash out. It came out on the table when I was checking the focus, right? That's the card that precedes, because I put you as mutable air. Okay? I don't put you as fixed air. If that helps, I don't consider you to be fixed air, Aquarius. I consider Libra to be fixed air. I put all the cardinals together, all the fixed together, all the mutable together. For me, you are absolutely, I can defend this someplace, sometime. I've talked about it before, but you are mutable. Your actions depend on the actions of others. And so, definitely I can say with me and my 6 businesses, okay, and I run my own cleaning business. I have done for several years now. And they put me in and they pull me out, okay? There's a lot that I initiate, but it's based on their timing, and I follow the impulses, right? And I'll hit pockets of strength and all that stuff, but they definitely bring me in, and I'm Scorpio rising, so they bring me in with with the death card. They bring me in with transformation, and that's where I picked up also a lot of my spirit clients, murder victims, okay, through the cleaning. But I have 5 other businesses as well, okay, that they made me have. And you probably have a similar situation. So they know, and they will send things to you to help you the way that you need to be helped, right? Guidance. Anything else I want to say? Thank God. I've got the battery flashing, but we're still recording. I really feel like probably a lot of people get stuck in the detail work of just the absolute sheer. Well, this is okay, Scorpio. I'm just talking Scorpio. So we've got 8th house. We have an 8th house issue here. Yeah, you're like, I don't want to. No, I don't want to. This is that fucking soul contract still, Aquarius. Oh my God, this whole free will soul contract shit. You're looking at what it's cost you. It's costing you even more. It's costing you even more. Now, I might be stuck in the past with you, and you might be ahead of me already, and you're going, yes, I know, I've already done this work. I'm fine now. I get it. All right. The 3 cups are gone. But there are 2 cups. Okay. All right. So there's negotiation. There's guidance needed. Let's go to the guidance. Okay. Let's start with the pink coat. I know it's a white buffalo and we've got sunshine, the setting sun on it, right? But of course it's pink for Aquarius. Be bold. If we have been taught to always settle for less than what we dream of, we may wonder if living a boldly optimistic life is unrealistic. But you are an adventurer, aren't you, Aquarius? A divine explorer on the wild path of life. Okay, cut out on me. Now that, just when I was saying that's an emotional appeal, and you're going to have to process that through your head. Okay, let's get to this one. Love makes all things possible. Oh God, more. Love makes all things possible. Take your time, commit to your inner journey, and don't give up. The Divine Mother is always there. Success will be yours. Okay, I really feel like they're taking the piss out of you. in the most heartfelt good way. I really feel like yeah, I really feel like it's going to be 8 and 8. And 4. All this stability. Yeah. Yep. So they're not, okay, it's harsh to say that they're taking the piss. I think I'm being harsh. I'm being in my head. And really we want to shift all of that. We want to transmute that into heart space. And we want to be very gentle about this. Because the harshness is, I know, it's going to hit you the wrong way. So we're going to be very positive. You're going to have to stay very positive and very loving of yourself. Okay? And is there any... There is just no divine timing. There's no major arcana on this table. So there's no pressure from that. There's right now. Wait till tomorrow. But no, it's down to if you can say yes to this, right? Then it took a lot to get to that yes. And that's a huge, huge thing. And there's a tremendous amount of respect for you for saying yes to it. Virgo is going through something extremely similar. The exchange of the inner, the giving up of the inner, that could be part of this. Okay, is that part of this? Same as Virgo. You might want to watch Virgo's reading from the other week. Yes, the huge grief, the deep grief of giving up the inner world and sharing it with the outer. So in terms of, there's also the complication of how to do it. Yes. But actually the doing it as well. And that's where the mercy will come in the how you do it. And you make it specific to you and your likes and your comforts, right? Like you do need to step out of your comfort zone, but at the same time, that's where the guidance comes in, and they've already anticipated. They already know how you should do this. They already know how you're going to do it. They already know how you want to do it, what will make you happy, right? They know how to make you happy. Your guides know how to make you happy. Better than anybody. So there's a lot of trust. A lot of trust that you're going to invest in, that you are investing in them. And they're promising. They're promising. They're promising. Okay? So it's almost like we're kind of in the womb and we're coming out of the womb. That's what I feel. Okay. I will be back soon, in a couple of weeks. For now, it's a couple of weeks while I get a whole bunch of other things done. I got to get my drawing instruction program back up and running. And then once I've got all, I've been doing a bunch of stuff for my tax returns, so once I've got everything, all of the major stuff finished, then I'll probably do more frequent readings. But for now, it'll be a couple of weeks. And so this is for the beginning of May, or anytime that I get this uploaded and you see it between then and the middle of May. All right. Much love, Aquarius. And yes, absolutely just all 100% moral support from me. And I will be very gentle for a while now with you in your readings and your titles and everything. Okay? I promise. Okay. Much love.